Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a new mod map tour of Hillibee Creek. This is by Gamer Designs. It's 219.68 megabytes to download for all platforms. Yeah, so let's go ahead and read the description as we always do. It's nice to actually be like on top of a map tour since all my last map tours came out super late since I was on vacation. So yeah, a map actually came out when I am ready to go to record it, so this is awesome. Anyhow, the description says, welcome to Hillibee Creek, pronounced Hillibee. This is a world in its own where you are in charge of your own future. Starting a new farmer, you have to make the choice of being a farmer or a logger to start with. With minimum equipment, you can sell off your unused equipment to buy more for your desired path. Whether you decide to become the best logger or farmer in the world, there's still plenty to do. I like that. That's pretty cool. Features says 5 self-owned fields and new farmer, 35 total fields, numerous production setups, train circles half the map for logs and grain products, so you have a train on the map. In order to sell grain from the storage silos of the train, they must be loaded onto a truck and transported to sell point. Train wood yard has invisible sell point under the shed, so when train passes, it sells instantly. That's kind of cool. So just so you're aware of that, your wood, if you load it onto the train and it passes the wood yard, it's just going to sell automatically. That's super cool. Several thousand acres of farming and logging. Custom on cow pasture and new farmer, custom lumber sell point located at sawmill, off the map creek crossing behind south train south to the forestry area, stone quarry and back center of the forestry area. And it says upcoming plans is to add collectibles, so it doesn't have those yet, add more productions, add traffic, and to be determined. And it says for any bug reports or feedback, please contact me on my Facebook page. So if you find anything wrong with the map, go contact Gamer Designs. It sounds like that this map is kind of like almost like in beta, I would say, like where it's like out now and you can play on it, which is super cool. It's pretty much a completed map and it would work that way, but it sounds like Gamer Designs wants to do some improvement to it, so that's super cool. But here we are starting on new farmer mode. This is where we start out. Yeah, pretty sweet. Look at this thing. This is awesome. So wood sell point, he says you are here. I like that. Grain storage, carpentry, stone quarry, gas station. Now if you didn't want this, I'm curious actually, could you sell it? You can't. Okay, so just as an FYI for that, you cannot sell the sign or the farmhouse, but just something to note there. But I mean, not really that big of a deal at the end of the day. So purchase farmland in order to buy production points. So the production points will show up if you buy the land, you'll be able to start working on buying the production points. So I'm assuming we can't see them all on here. So yeah, we don't see all the production points on here. So after we take a look at the land we own, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of buy it all. But you can see this is a huge map. So these fields around us are decent size. If we just kind of hop into a flyover mode real quick here, they're decent sized fields. These are pretty big fields, to be fair. And that's these little fields here. We have a big one here. These fields are huge. There's a lot of space on this map and then a huge amount of forestry through here. So yeah, this is actually a really cool map. I kind of has that dual path. So regardless of whether or not you wanted to do farming on here or just do forestry work, you have a lot of different options. And over here, you can see you have some forestry equipment, and then you also have some other equipment for farming down here on the farm. So whatever you decided to do, you could sell off the other, or you could do both for all you wanted to do. So just kind of depends. But yeah, so starting a new farmer mode, we own this chunk of land right here, which actually includes all of these. So these are all tied together for 146,000. So you're not gonna be able to sell your land and get some big old land somewhere else. But again, you have some area to do forestry, you have plenty of room to do farming. You own where the sell-all station is, that custom large cow pasture up there, and then this area right here, which has the sawmill on it. You own that area, so you can buy the production point, which you have to own the land to do. You can see the train circles around this top half of the map. Rent train there. Over here, I'm assuming maybe not over there. Train wood sell, yeah. So it's probably that's the invisible sell point where the train's going to sell the wood for you. So pretty cool. If we work our way down here, everything in here is going to be pretty standard. Down here, there's not very many sell points on the map, but I'm just going to quickly scroll through this if you're curious where a specific item is sold at. Oh, I went over there on accident. My bad. There we go. So yeah, I'll just kind of scroll through this. Oh gosh, I set my coffee. I was going to drink a coffee, but I set it outside of the room, so it looks like I'll get it after the map tour. But anyhow, you come down to the very end here as we keep going and going. And again, if you wanted to slow this down below, you definitely could easily do that. I actually might put a break in and grab my coffee. That's just too important. All right, so I did end up putting a break in to grab my coffee, but it's all good. We'll take a look at the starting equipment here in the store in a minute. You can see a couple things here need some repairs. You start off with $100,000 in new farmer mode. I fast forwarded a little bit of time here, so this is probably from our production costs from our sawmill. So, I mean, nothing too crazy in there, but I did fast forward time to get us up to, you can see noon on there. So I did that, and there's a train going by. That's a pretty cool looking train like that. Anyhow, okay, continuing on. So you go down here, again, you own that custom large cow pasture, which I don't know what the total for cows is going to be on it. We'll take a look at that when we go over there. We do have some contracts in the fields you don't own. And again, we own, starting off, that production building there. So very cool. Statistics, now again, no collectibles yet, but all that's good to go. We're going to turn that off, and I'm actually going to turn that off there. Okay, so let's hop out of there. Let's take a look in the store at our starting equipment. We start off with the Buer 6105. We have a John Deere 7810. We also have a John Deere 7R 290. We have a John Deere T560 harvester. We also have a Rotney H21D and a Rotney F20D. We have a Mahindra retriever and a pickup truck. We also have a Crampy half-pipe trailer. We have a header for our John Deere. We also have a small plow, a decent-sized cultivator, actually, a power harrow, a small seeder there. Just how wide is that one? 4 meters. Actually, not too bad. And a decent planter there, 6-meter planter, and then a kind of a log trailer with a crane on it. So there you go. That is your starting equipment. So you got basically everything you need. No leased items in there. All good to go. So here we are, the new farm kind of area here. We have, looks like, some equipment. If I open our map here, we have some equipment down here. And actually, what is that trigger down there? Oh, so we have a storage silo down there. That's kind of nice. That silo looks like, and I can't remember by looking in here, it looks like it's going to hold, yeah, it looks like your basic crop types. We have a little bit of milk, and that's, again, going to be in our cow barn, actually. But yeah, so a little bit of stuff going on there. Yeah, we got a storage area over here. It's got some of our equipment in it. So there you go. And we got another storage barn back here. It's got some of our equipment in it. And then that almost looks like, no, I said it looks like maybe an animal pen or something. No, it's just a decoration over there. You got some nice water on the map, which I do like that, the water that kind of runs around with it. But yeah, so that's kind of your main area here as terms of the farm goes. We're going to hop in the pickup truck now, get this baby fired up. And what we're going to do, I think, is the best. Let's see. Oh, we also have a fuel tank over there, too. I should note that. So how do I want to go about this? I think we're going to, we'll probably hit some of the peripheral areas on the flyover, and this obviously will hit the flyover. So I think just for the driving, I think we're just going to head in here and then head up around here, take a look at our cow large barn there. And then as we come down here, we're going to take a look at all the stuff through here. So we'll take a look at all the different sell points here, and then we'll head over to the sawmill. And then that is probably where we'll jump into a fly over the map and talk about anything we missed. And we do need to buy the whole, actually, let's do that real quick before we get going. Let's buy all the farmland so we can see, take a look at, let's go set field arm owner, my farm, all, boom. And let's see if we have a bunch of, yeah, so a bunch of different stuff showed up here. So that one actually showed up for us down there. Storage silos showed up, or were those there before? I can't remember now. And some other production points showed up. So we actually have a large greenhouse there, biofuel production there, and carpentry there. I don't see any other production points that showed up. But again, those ones showed up after we bought the land. And now that we own those, or we own the land, we now own those productions as well. So biofuel is basically looks like your BGA here, which has got a lot of different other options, and it does make fuel and DEF fluid as well. And then again, the carpentry down there. So a couple different options there. I like that. But yeah, we're going to head out this way. I need to, oh, I don't like this fence at all. This fence really closes you in. Can you, I am actually really curious if you can demolish this fence if you wanted to. Oh yeah, okay, good. So you can demolish this fence if you really don't like it, which I would, that would be the first thing I would do, is get rid of this whole fence along here, because I think it would just kind of chokes that driveway, especially right there. But for now, I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, so you can delete that if you wanted to get that fence out of your way, which is a really nice feature. We're gonna head out onto the main road, and then we are going to, we'll go straight actually, because I want to take a look at this little seed silo we have up here. It's somewhere in there. We got some trees that are marked here. Interesting. But yeah, okay, so in here, which this looks like where we're at. We're next in our field. Yeah, next to field 15 here. So a little seed silo, if you really wanted to use that out there. It's kind of interesting that that's out there. Or of course, that one you should be able to sell without any problems. But yeah, we'll loop around here, and then we'll head up kind of on our originally planned route to go take a look at the cows next. But yeah, a lot of good farming on here. I think that as the map progresses, especially since we know it's going to get an update at some point to get some more details in it, I think it'll be great. Got a little sign there. I like that detail. A lot of forestry to be done on this map, which is good for those of you that want to do forestry. And there's also, I mean, plenty of farming to do, to be fair, on this map for those of you that don't want to do forestry. So yeah, I think this map's got a little bit of everything for everyone. I'm going to hop out here real quick and just take a look at how many cows we can hold in this pasture here. So 25. Okay, so not very many, but there you go. And it's weird. It does not show that in here, does it? Yeah, it doesn't show you the max in here, which is interesting. All right, let's continue on our way. We will take a left and take a look at the, I think it's, oh gosh, no, it's the greenhouse that's up there. No, actually it's blocked in, but you can see the greenhouse. up there at the top. So that's where the greenhouse is at. Now, as we come into here, we do have a truck in here, which I don't think we own, because I don't remember us owning the truck. So yeah, we can enter vehicle, but I don't. That's interesting that's here. I wonder if this is just used for your deliveries and stuff like that, or if you wanted to do that, because we don't own it. So I'm betting that's what it is, which means we shouldn't have to maintain or anything, but it lets us drive it, which is kind of cool. That's kind of a nice feature. So you kind of have like a truck you can borrow from the store if you wanted to do that. But yeah, again, this is the, oh geez, if I hit the fence. This is going to be the vehicle shop here. Oh, is it the vehicle shop? No, vehicle shop's a little further down. So this is kind of like a little, almost like a truck rental area for you. You got your debris crusher there. And then the other thing too, we have the, what else here? Yeah, the debris crusher. Yeah, we'll get to that stuff on the other side in a second. Let's keep driving down this way a little bit. If we take a right, that's going to take us into where the animal dealer is at. We have a fuel point on the left-hand side here. So let's go just drive in and take a look at where the animal dealer is at here. So you can see the trigger there. Got a big old animal dealer yard here. This is nice because you can turn around big trucks in here, no problem, and get back out. So easy peasy there. A little storage if you wanted to use that. Actually, more storage there if you wanted to use that, which is kind of nice. And as we're going here, we're going to head out this way. So what we'll do is we'll drive straight here. And again, on the right-hand side, that's our vehicle shop, just that little structure there. And we have our carpentry point right there, but we'll take a look at that all again as we head out. We go up this way, we have the supermarket sell point, and then the fast food restaurant, if I'm correct there. Yep, supermarket, fast food. Then we have the sell all, which is that building right there. And that is everything really for the town. So we're going to flip back around, and we're going to head down this way. And we are going to head around this way, and we're going to take this road out, because this will take us kind of out of town. Now, it would have been easier probably just to cut over to it, but that's fine. We'll take the legit route. Carpentry there, and then again, this is just going to loop us back up around here. You have another fuel trigger there if you wanted to load that up with fuel out in that field right there with that shed. And then as we're going, nothing here. That's just a decorative building, it looks like. Kind of part of the sell all. I like kind of how the grassland and bushes and stuff is set there in terms of like being along the riverside and stuff. And of course, you probably could buy this land. Can you buy everything? Yeah, you can buy literally everything. So if you wanted to do something with this chunk of land, whether it be mow it or do something like that, you could purchase it and do something, whether it be like a role play aspect of whatever you're doing, or if you wanted to actually make it into a field or something, you could do that as well. Or build a farm along the river. That'd be kind of cool. So you have a lot of options. Now, as we're driving up here, I think missed our, well, I'm just going to drive right through this construction. I was looking around. That's kind of nifty there. We head down this way. We're kind of backtracking. I missed a turn. So we're backtracking a little bit. We should have taken that turn there. But right in here, we go across this scale. We have our lumber mill, our sell point, as well as our production facility. So lumber cell, we got a fuel tank here at the sawmill production point, the wood chip out point there. So we got everything set up in here. I'm gonna grab a drink of coffee as we head back out. Fantastic. Nothing like the third cup of coffee in the morning. I'm a little more awake for my map tours than I normally would be. I'll set that back down. So what we got going on here, we got ourselves the GCHB grain elevator. So that's this big structure right here on the right-hand side. And then again, on the left-hand side here, this is our rent-a-train and our train wood sell points. This is all about your train wood sell point, which is pretty sweet. And that, honestly, is what we have going on up here on the map. So we'll fly over and take a look at this. There's some structures in the woods that I kind of want to take a look at, but we'll do all that as part of our flyover. Let's get us into fly mode here. So yeah, we got more fields up here at the top. So fields at the top here, we're going to cover the top area and then we'll work our way around the rest of it. So you got your train, and this is your wood sell point here for your train. The grain elevators right there. More trees, forestry stuff through here. I like that you have some little kind of different, I don't know, facilities throughout, which actually, can we sell this if we wanted to? No, we couldn't. I wish there was more. That would be, or maybe if we do demolish. No, that would be one thing I would say as a suggestion to gamer designs is make more of the stuff sellable so people can have more ability to customize it. 'Cause I think that'll be a big deal to a lot of people. You got your, oh gosh, did we even point out where the, where is that at? The biofuel production is right here. I totally missed pointing that out as we drove by it. The greenhouse up there, again, lots of good farms. It's a really well detailed map. And then up here, again, we have storage silo, and the rent train point up here. So you can drive up here if you wanted to do that. Quite the drive. And then again, the railroad continues to work way around, and we have plenty of little decorations like this throughout, which is pretty cool. So a lot of good, cool stuff like this. Just water looks brilliant as well. Looks really well done. And then here's our starting farm, our storage silo there, and then all 5 of these fields are ours starting out. So we got quite a bit of stuff going on. Obviously, we own all the fields now because I bought all the land, but regardless of that, you can see we got the big forest here, which I'm excited to get into that here in a second. But yeah, fields through here. That's your little seed silo if you wanted to use that. Trains running along here. You got nice little details like little waterfall that kind of pours into the main river there. Your animal dealer here, your town area here, the truck that you can kind of use basically there. Fuel point, trigger there, or excuse me, fuel point, and then your shop there. But yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. And then you got your sawmill kind of forestry area here. And then as we kind of head down here, you got some random buildings in the woods, which I think is kind of nifty. And then yeah, we'll actually pass by all of our equipment, which where is that at? It's right over, oh, there it is, down there in this little clearing. So we have one of our tractors out here and a couple pieces of our forestry equipment ready to go. It looks like it's almost kind of set up as if you cleared out a little bit, which is kind of nice. As you head down, little kind of area here you can use for loading the train or doing whatever you want to do there. There's another train platform for loading right there, which is nice. As you head up over and across, you get back into some crazy switchbacks, and you got really cool forestry area through here with some canyons and different cliffs and everything like that. So really some wild terrain up here, and you see you got trees of all different types and stages of life up here, which is super nice to see. But yeah, very cool, very well done. And yeah, that's the forestry area. And that's the whole map right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's all of it. Down here, you got some area that's been cleared. Some newer trees here. I don't know if those will grow up or not. Probably not would be my guess. I could be wrong about that though. But yeah, there you go. That is the map. Well done. I like Hillibee Creek. That's pretty cool. So there you go. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching.